my little weirdos. First, happy Valentine's or happy non-Valentine's Day. I got a question for you. You who voted for all of this, and if you voted for him, you voted for this. You did. And if you're going to say I didn't know, we told you so. It's been online. I couldn't go anywhere without seeing it all over from places I didn't subscribe to on all different platforms. Where to go to read it. You didn't know because you didn't bother to know and inform yourself. So when we say, yeah, you did vote for that, and you say, well, I didn't know, we say you voted for it because that is your fault. You didn't know for like a year when we heard about it. And the connection was made, and we started screaming it. You laughed at us. And we started screaming it louder, going, no, for real, look, right here, look, here's where you can read it yourself, look. And you laughed at us and mocked us. You called us lib, which actually is a hate crime, calling somebody that, because it's, mocking somebody as being not fully mentally, just as a side note. So I really got to wonder, do you really think that Kamala Harris would have had America in a much worse place than it is right now under Donald Trump? In all honesty, can you sit there and tell me that all of this and I'm not even going to give you the egg crap, okay? Because people in Trump's campaign knew damn well about the bird flu. He knew about the bird flu. He knew it wasn't Biden's fault. But they counted on you not knowing because you're not paying attention. And that you would just believe that it was Biden's fault. Joe Biden had nothing to do with the bird flu. And in fact, people have been trying, not just in this country, to get a hold on it. But you let him gaslight you. And now you're not yelling about egg prices because you're saying, well, he can't do anything about it, and really? How come you weren't that open-minded when it was a black woman, Democrat, running for office who made the same arguments? But you still chose a white, an orange, an Oompa Loompa white. Man that's falling apart even on his first term and was a proven liar, a proven rapist, civilly liable rapist, sexual offender, abuser of women, a felon owing 34 cases. And you didn't vote for the other person because she was a woman and she was a black woman. Oh my God, she was a mixed breed woman. Ah! What's happening now? You're honestly telling me, those of you still behind him? You'll see. He made Canada and Mexico cower. No. They got away with giving him the same deal they had with Joe Biden. And he only found out about it. He said that after the 30 days of the reprieve, he's going to put those tariffs in. So please, please, look who he got in his cabinet. RFK at the health. Seriously. I agree getting the dyes and some of the chemicals that even Asian countries don't allow. Our own freaking 4 other eyes don't allow. I get that. And hey, if you can manage to do that, great. I don't think he will. I don't think he'll do it. And if they do, he'll just do something like an illegally way instead of, a legitimate way. So it wouldn't really be counted in the annals of history, shall I? In other words, as a legitimate act. He got done, but he did it in a ham-handed, cut the whale's head off and chain it to the roof of your car with your kids getting, whale juice on them all the way home. Yay! Bondi Gulch. Oh, Gabbard. Oh, my God. You honestly think that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz would have had us in a worse position this soon? Honestly? I really want to know. And I don't want to hear, MAGA, Trump's your daddy, or some stupid ass shit. Okay? Because all that does is prove my point. You're idiots. If you haven't had regret already, and if you have, how come you haven't stopped crying about it on social media and instead get up and start talking against your own party and let people know you have changed? That's the only way you're going to be of any help or of any matter at this point. At this point, it truly is. You're either against the shit he's doing and against the party, or you're with them. There is no in between anymore. You either agree that the entire Constitution and the law and the makeup of our entire country should completely be changed to the complete opposite of what it was originally supposed to be, of the founding fathers you claim to revere. But you're in favor of a neo-Nazi who isn't been agreed to even by Congress, which is the law, to run a department that, again, isn't a legitimate department because he said it. He's playing the game of what he said in court with the documents. Well, I declassified them just by thinking about it. That's what he's playing here. Explain to me how Kamala and Tim Walz would have been so much more horrible at this point. Were they going to buy the Gaza Strip and make it into some strip or some shit and just genocide everybody? Just eradicate an entire culture? Fuck them. All these countries need our aid that we've already been allocated for. Fuck them. Close the organization down. Doesn't matter if it's legal. You can't do that. Those organizations are A, created and approved of or collapsed only by Congress. And Congress branch of the government is the money, is the appropriation things, It is made so the executive power branch doesn't have all power. So no matter what the Republicans want to try to pretend and gaslight you and make you try to believe that what the truth is isn't the truth. In case you don't know what gaslighting is. They look you straight in the eye, and it's like they say, the sky is pink. You're like, yeah, that's pretty funny. No, it's blue. It's like, it's pink. It's not blue. Let me call up the president's house. What color is the sky? The sky is pink. See? Even they said it. It's pink. And eventually you're like, have I had color blindness? I mean, they start making you actually think that what they're saying is true. That's gaslighting. That's making you believe the exact opposite of what happened, so you look guilty or out of touch or woo, and they look completely, what's going on here? Yeah. I lived with a gaslighter and abuser, physical and much more emotional and mental. So, learned a lot in that relationship. Learned that people can lie to you with looking you right in the eye and say, I never said that to her. When you overheard him say that to them. They didn't know you did. And they'll look you right in the eye. Completely like, I never said that to her. They're very good at lying, Republicans. They've been doing it for so many years, especially since Trump came along, that they've become experts at covering up their poop. Just like little baby cougars. So I just really do want to know what exactly were they going to do compared to this? People have died already. Medications that's supposed to be going to other countries that already was funded and allocated for. You can't take those funds like they've done. They took from the state of New York. They just took money out, all the funding that was left. Excuse me, nobody can do anything with those funds or where it goes or where are they? Who has them? And that's with all the things. Interesting enough, all the agencies that have been attacked already, every single one of them had lawsuits pending, things, complaints, violations on him for his different companies, Tesla, SpaceX, whatever. Starlink, they all had different violations and, things on them. So he just gets rid of the organization, so all his lawsuits go bye-bye. Because they were getting ready before we lost the election. They were getting ready to stop his grants because they were finding a lot of bullshit. And that's what all those lawsuits were from piled up over the last couple of years before they got into court. That's what that's about. They have cross-referenced it. You can check that, do any kind of search with any of those words, and they've had all kinds of different charts of sorry, gotta get water. All different kinds of charts of showing you all of that. So again, I am just very curious. What exactly Did you envision Valentine's Day if Harris&Walz had gotten in here? Think we'd be having a trade war and Canada would actually be burning American flags? Mexico's told us to basically fuck off. Other companies, other countries are basically disengaging from us, and we're not the superpower anymore. They're making European alliances. And do you think all of that was going to happen? You said all that was going to happen, that we would destroy America if Harris&Walz get in. I recall you did these doomsday, if they happened, everything will fall, the stock market will crash. Drug prices will rise. You know, one of the first executive orders that he signed, he raised the cost of certain medications that Biden and Harris fought years to fucking finally get down to at the end there. One guy already died because he couldn't afford the inhaler again. One woman, because of the medical stuff, died because she couldn't get her oxygen bottle. Isn't that what you warned us would happen if, that fascist communist, you called her a fascist communist. Y'all know they're nothing similar, right? At all, right? You know that? Or no? They're just little words you throw out, scary words that your base is scared of, that you've conditioned them to be scared of. And then you combine all the scary words, even if they really don't make any sense. Your base doesn't know that. They're counting on you to be stupid and not know that. And I am very sorry to inform you that apparently you were that stupid if you gave them your vote. I mean, I'm trying to be nice about it. I honestly am. But can we talk? Isn't all of what's going on right now under your guy, your cult leader? Isn't this everything you warned would happen under the communist, fascist, socialist? Just throw every word in there. Harris-Walz regime. The only regime I see is the Nerd Reich saying Heil Hitler salutes. And no, it's not supposed. It damn well was, and we all know it. Isn't this what you said was going to happen if my guys got in? But it's happening now, right? Yeah. And your guy is in, right? So could you explain that? Everything you feared and said was the worst thing, and it would happen with my candidate, my party's candidate, now is coming true under your party's candidate, your cult leader. Explain to me how you still support him. Explain to me logically. Let me put that on there. Explain to me logically how that makes any sense. Because what you warned my candidate would do, you warned everybody, your candidate is doing. Oh, and by the way, which of his promises did he fulfill so far? Oh, the mass deportations? Yeah. You know, a lot of them have been returned back because some were Americans, some were Native Americans before the white boys were here. They're the only ones that are native born to this land. So don't fool yourself, white folk. Your ancestors did not originate from this land. We didn't. But that's why you want to erase everyone's history. Black history, Latino history, Asian history, women history, queer folk history. Well, you've acknowledged that you're not going to wipe out, LGB. You've acknowledged that you're not gays and lesbians. The lesbians and the gays. You've just grudgingly accepted. But goddamn, I ain't gonna accept no trans queer. That's exactly how you sound. Dumb and mean. The only thing that he has done, he has semi-fucked up and made some bad blood amongst actual allies of us. So explain to me how it would have been worse, because I haven't. I'm hearing crickets, guys. I don't hear you, and I don't need hearing aids. So y'all must be just giving me crickets. Because I've asked on the last few videos that I've had these little chats with you. Not a whole lot people pipe up. Because when I say I don't want to hear the little slogan bullshit, it's all crickets. Because that's all you know. There is no logical argument. Otherwise, I would have come across some. I had one that tried, but my God, it was not only inaccurate facts, but run-on sentences, no punctuation, wrong spelling. I mean, it was it was just weird. Sometimes there was a period, sometimes there wasn't. We capitalized things that didn't need and didn't when we need. It was just a very, wow. And that wasn't even addressing the fact that their facts were not facts. But yeah, I don't hear a whole lot anymore from you MAGA people, or from you Republicans, you neo-Nazi cultists. I really haven't heard much, other than your stupid parrot sheep crap. But yeah, I'm just hearing a lot of crickets, because y'all know damn well we wouldn't have had any of these problems if my candidates had been here right now in charge, and you know it. All I do is hear a lot of crying right now. It's all MAGA tears. We ain't as shocked because we were bracing for it. We knew what was going to happen. We knew there was a 90% chance. The shit that he said he's absolutely meant. That you had so convinced yourself he was joking. You don't know when he's joking. And we said he's never joking. If it has to do with power, money, fame, he's not joking. He's not joking. Or revenge. When he says, I'll just, get back at them and I'll do this. He means it. He means it. Even if it's an imagined slight. Because some of these, like the National Weather Service, he'll get to that. Because he has threatened that. because of that Sharpie incident, when he kept saying it was going to hit Alabama, and he was scaring Alabama because the Weather Service said that that hurricane was not going to hit Alabama. And Trump got it up his ass that it was going to hit Alabama. So he told him that. And he actually had that big picture, and he made that little they showed the broken line where the National Weather Service, which indeed was correct, they got some strong weather, but not damaging weather. But yeah, they had that marked out, and he took a stupid black child Sharpie and made that extra little. And the Weather Service came out and said, no. Alabama, stop trying to evacuate. You're clogging up the roads for the people that do need to get out. And ever since then, that man-child, that's why he has an in for them. Now explain to me, those of you who voted for him, how that makes sense. How that's an acceptable adult leader of a country behavior is rational, sensical, and for the good of everyone. I'm waiting. Let me check the moments. I'll wait. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll wait, but I'm going to stop the video because you're never going to be able to explain it logically, because it's not logical, and you and I and everybody else knows that. So, happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully, doesn't break the bank. Because this is probably not as bad as a few months are going to be if we aren't able to do something about this. And once again, the Democrats will have to fix the children's play toy that they broke. You know, the Republicans say, don't play with the government. It's not a toy. Be careful with the government. It's not a toy. Congress isn't the toy box. And you sneak in and you break shit. And then you say, can you fix it? You know. If they're able to fix it, they're only going to do it on their terms, if it's capable of it, because we are done with you not being serious and not being able to govern and not being adult enough to ask for assistance or learn how to do it. You're too busy doing your podcasts, and you're yelling at people and following Trump around and groping each other in public, in public places. Or starting some rumor and going trotting your ass to the border for some ridiculously stupid cause that you've made up. So, you know, you're either, or Nancy Mace shaking the hand and then acting like they broke your shoulder or something, like a child. These are like junior high school mean girl crap, Mitch and all y'all. I mean, really, those are role models? That's how you'd like your children to grow up to be? I know I said that last month, but now we have the option, so I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, it was a good idea when you all had the upper hand, but when you don't in a situation, now all of a sudden it's not a good idea. You know, that kind of crap. It's childish. It's immature. That's not grown ass, and it's not governing. That's just throwing your poop around and seeing who can throw it higher. Or who can hit the teacher the furthest away. I mean, you're ridiculous. You are. All of you. All of you Republicans are just absurd. A couple of you Democrats are too. But anyway, have a lovely Valentine's Day. Peace out. That was disheartening. Peace out.